Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we're going to sketch a dog in a straightforward standing position. If you have your pencils all set, we're going to begin with the framework. And now the type of dog that we draw also varies, so we'll have to tap into this like bit by bit in different videos. But the primary framework you will notice will probably remain the same if you're looking at the dog from the same position and he's just like doing a straightforward standing stance. If you notice that I drew this one a little shorter than this because we're doing a little slightly tilted angle here like that, just to make it a little more dynamic. So that is the front leg set right there, the middle of the torso going that far back, and we'll put in 1, 2, 3, and 4. So those are the legs at the back. And then we have to imagine it joining here on the other side. Again, little foreshortened. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you look at the dog from that angle, if you look at it like straight forward, then all fours will probably appear to be the same size, but it's not as dynamic as we mentioned when we do something along those lines, because we have to make the best elements come out when we are trying to put down the artwork. Now this is the head area, so we'll station the head somewhere here. So if you look at this frame, this looks like sort of like a top heavy dog, and which would be accurate because we're doing something along the lines of sketching a mastiff or a Boerboel dog actually. So again, half breeds but quite common, quite strong, and the appearance would also it sort of like reflects that it's a well built like creature. So one of the front legs, and if you see here that I have put in some sort of like chunk around here. Now all dogs are not like that. If this was an Alsatian or a German Shepherd, the structure would be a little different, and we will explore that in a different video, because if you're drawing dogs, there's no way to tap into all the elements in one go. So here is one foot right there like that with a set of toes, and from this side, due to that angle, they appear sort of like that. And then we go back. I guess like that far will be enough. Indent. We put in some like skin folds right here. Usually these dogs that have like lesser hair, and which are also like top heavy. Like if you look at a bulldog, for instance, it will have a lot of skin folds around the top, not everywhere else. And again, that's because of the immense frame near the head. And we have the other leg sort of along those lines. The tail, I guess, I mean, not visible because these type of dogs, of course, they have that little tail at the back. Now I've put it there, but I don't think it'll be visible. It's too small. It's like somewhere there in the back end. We're not going to go into it right now. Now on the head, we could really put in anything but this like blocky frame. Let's put in some crosshatch here. Let's put in some crosshatch here just to give an idea of how, if you want to, put in some tones and want to bring out like more elements in terms of shading, how the crosshatch is going to set into the different features here. So if of course in this case the light source, the way I'm putting in the crosshatch right now, it is because the light source is from above, and we are just demonstrating like rather quickly of how the crosshatch might set in to highlight certain features in this animal. So just going from there, and if we want to just do a quick work, and if you check out like pop culture illustrations, you'll see that because the illustrations are like usually smaller, like as part of the graphically representative represented narrative. And what does happen is that it really works because all those little things, those little that all that very very gently put in line work like this. I mean, this is a little big for this type of line work. Like I would really have the lines more concentrated to make this a little more like stand out. But usually in a smaller illustration, this will do wonders. Like from a distance, it looks really really good. And we go to the head here now. So the head in this sort of body, usually blocky, sort of like around those lines. We put in nice big nose right there. This is of course black, and of course this part of the head is also for the most part black. So there's the grouping upper lip right there, and this is already like reminiscent of, and there's the underlip, smaller underlip, some more skin folds perhaps right around here would help. And then of course the dog has some like chiseled features around the cheekbones, and you could always do this, and it would work for the most part. That's, I mean, if you're using a pen. Pen is of course the more difficult I would say illustration tool, and if we can make do with the pen here, we can definitely do a lot more with a pencil. So do try it out with a pen to begin. So just throwing in some quick features there, trying to put in some tone here on the upper part of the lip, the rather large lip, just filling it in. Make sure that this is definitely darker than the other areas in terms of the crosshatch that we are putting in. And then usually in dogs of this breed, we have the ears drooping right down. Perhaps a flap like this. You could Google images, you'll find several online to work with. In fact, they'll make for a nice, fun practice. And of course, the under chin, it'll be determined, the level of crosshatch required will be determined by the light source. So I wouldn't put too much in, but it doesn't hurt to have some going, just for an additional bit of character in the image. So there we have a standing dog, but that kind of dog. As I mentioned, if it was an Alsatian, a German Shepherd, perhaps even a Husky, the structure will be especially this here, front legs, back legs, the structure will be slightly different, and we will explore that in a different video. So for now, please do try it out. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe. Keep in touch. Have yourself a wonderful day.